No, 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 no.
Please, no! No!
Oh, shit.
Welcome to the video, everybody. Today we are here to rate the unreleased sprites from Diamond and Pearl, the beta sprites. If you guys haven't seen any of them, basically they're very funny and a lot of them are very odd, and that is why we're going to be looking at them one by one today. So the first one's Turtwig, normal. I've been seeing a lot of jokes about Grottle, alright? I don't think this is the worst design. It's a beta, so it's honestly not that bad. It's a little funny looking. I get what they're going at. I'm okay with this one if they just touched it up, but I'm okay with the old one too. Or the current one, I guess you'd say, because this is the old one. If they, because I get what they're going for. Two small trees, but the current one has like the two bushes, so I get it, I get it. His face is just like, I mean, that's basically what he looks like now on the top. It's just his face it's just so funny compared to it. Like, I don't know, it's just something about his face. He looks like a chonker. Like, I just love it. Alright, that's normal. Normal, alright. That's also normal. Yep. What did they do to him? I like his cut.
Like your cut, G.
Like, I'm glad that we have the Primplub we have today. It's like, honestly, that's not even a bad design. It's really missing something on the head. Like, they can give him like some like Elvis Presley type hair or something, but like, yeah, he just needed something on his head, and he's just like, I just want to slap it. I want to slap it so bad. But yeah, that's Primplub. Napoleon. Our Starly. I don't remember that thing's name. Staraptor. Alright, I'm glad it looks like a Bidoof. Alright, see, there's only a few that really are different. Most of them have the same, like, sprite. Shanks don't even look that bad, though. Like, I'm okay with beta Shanks. Like, really, the whole Luxray line is just, like, it just needs a little bit of a touch-up. Yo, alright. Besides that fucking ungodly back sprite, I actually really like Cranidos' original. I think it's really cool looking. It's not necessarily a Pokemon style. It's a little too, I won't say realistic or rough for a Pokemon style, but I actually like his original sprite. The back sprite is not something I like, but the original sprite is something I like. And then, same with his original evolution. I think his original evolution's a lot cooler. A lot cooler than what he evolves into. Even his back sprite is okay for that generation. So I would love to see this come back as like a regional variant. Ow, I hit my hand. Like, I would love to see this come back as a regional variant because he just looks cool. Like, it could become like a ground rock type or something. Or a snow rock type, or ice rock type because he has the white. I don't know. And these are all normal. What did they, why is Combi like that? What did they do to him? And you don't even see his wings and his back sprite. What did they do to him? Why? He's like filled with like cum. Like, he looks like a Diglett got smushed up and covered in like white paint. Like, what did they do to him? Actually, when I was making this video, as I'm editing it, I went to go make some food, and while I'm making food, I'm going through Instagram, and I came across this photo right here. Now, this photo does a great job at showing what the original Combi was supposed to be, the concept art of it. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of Combi's current design, so I would love to see this design be his real design, what actually made it to the game. And even though the sprite doesn't do a good job of showing it, I much prefer that sprite over the original Combi. I mean, It's not bad. The back sprite looks like a kindergartner drone. Words. But you know, the original sprite isn't that bad. Like I could see where they're going from. I'm glad they changed it just for the back sprite though. But honestly, it's not the worst. I could see that coming back as a regional variant again. Again, these are all just normal, like, you know, nothing really to poke at here. What? The back sprite? Why is it so poorly drawn? Why they cut? Why does the back sprite look like a 6-year-old drew it? Like fan art a 6-year-old made. Yeah, nothing too wild. I think there's only like 9. I think there were that people are like joking about. Yeah, like most of them are the same. Even Bondsley, Mr. Mime Jr., Happiny, I think it's called. Chatot, hate that thing. Spiritomb looks a weird back sprite. Alright, so this is the Garchomp line, these 3. Honestly, I'm not opposed to it, and I've seen a lot of people say that these actually look really cool. And yeah, they do look really cool, and I would love to see these come back in later designs, like as a regional variant, or even just a whole new Pokemon, really. I could even see it come back as a whole new Pokemon. Like, these look really cool. I like them a lot. And honestly, I would have preferred this to be the original Garchomp, because the now Garchomp looks like he has a lot to do with Sharpedo. I don't like it. I like his design either way. He's still cool looking, but this, I just like this design. A lot of people do, and I would love to see it come back either as a whole new Pokemon or a regional variant. I don't know what typing it'd be, maybe Fire Dragon or something, but yeah, I would love to see it come back. Okay, Monke, Riolu, Lucario. That's just a hippo. Like, it's just a pure hippo. That's an ugly hippo. I'm glad they redid his foot. Boy, Drapion. Alright, he was originally like that. Oh, what the... Now that really is like a 6-year-old's drawing of Carnivine. Even the back spray is literally just like a Venus flytrap. I mean, I know that's what he is, but it's like, it doesn't even look like it's a thing. I mean, that's basically what Carnivine looks like today. It's just more shitty, like, just less detail in it. So they just gave it some finer touches, but that's basically a sprite today. I mean, these don't look terrible. I'm glad they gave it a little bit more touch, but I kinda like that design. I hope they also had that with more color. Why is Snowvert? I think it's Snowvert, this one. Looks like like people you see with like really high jeans that go up to their like belly button. See, again, this Obama Snow doesn't look bad. Ew, alright, I've seen Obama Snow's front spray. I have not seen his back spray. Oh my, why it looks like he got a cancer, like, fucking tumor thing on his back. Like, ew. But I have not seen his back spray, so his back spray is grossing me out. But his front sprite, I mean, honestly, that's also a cool design. It's just, again, that design doesn't really give me that Pokemon tone. It looks too serious to be a Pokemon. But again, this is something that I'm okay with. If they just change this color scheme, I'm sure they could also bring that back as a regional variant. But yeah, it's not a bad design. Weavile didn't get touched. Magnezone. What the fuck is Lickitun's back sprite? What the fuck is that? How he does not have those yellow spikes anywhere. What am I looking at for his back sprite? What was their idea for the back sprite? they originally had him hailing Hitler, I guess. They actually, Reggie Steele used to do that actually. Electivire, Mortor. Alright, so this thing is supposed to be like a ripoff of Latios. This thing looks way too serious. Like, I hate Togekiss, but this thing is scary. This looks like a Steel Flying type. See, again, this is Yanma, I believe. And this is a pretty cool sprite. Like, again, if they brought this back as a regional variant of Yanma, or Yanmega, whichever one, I think this would be pretty cool. Like, they can make it like part Steel type or something, because it looks really bulky. So, like, I would be okay with this coming back. Part Rock type. Okay, it looks like a 6-year-old drew it. Same with that. It looks like he's like screaming for help. Do I even need to say anything? I think we all get why this is funny. I mean, someone had to look at this and go, no, but let's keep the idea. Someone saw this and said, I don't like this, but let's keep the idea from this, they said. Let's keep this in the game. Just touch it up. And thus they did. And really the only difference is that they gave him an eyebrow. Dusknoir looks the same. Frostlass same. See, when I was looking at pictures, I had no fucking clue who this is supposed to be. This is Rotom, alright? The idea is there, okay? The idea... Oh, hello, him. My dog came to join. The idea is there for Rotom, alright? Because, like, you know, Rotom is just kind of an electric little fuck. But the reason I had no idea who this was is I always forget. I always forget who or what generation Rotom is. I always think that he's a 5th gen or 6th gen. Yeah, I always thought he was a 6th gen until, because, you know, that's when he really got popular. And then I always thought he was a 5th gen because I caught him once in 5th gen or something like that, or I saw him or something like that. But I always forget that he is a 4th gen Pokemon. There's only one I know of that you can get inside the creepy mansion or whatever. And it's like a special time thing. Like, he's very hard to get. So I never got him when I was playing through. So I never knew he was 4th gen. But yeah, this is the original Rotom. Very different from what he is now. But, you know, the idea is there. You know, he's got the spirit. I'm just a little confused. The back sprites aren't bad for these. They just don't have the things. That one's a little weird. Alright, Dialga's the same. So is Polkit. Heatran. I like the orbs on his head. Honestly, I wish they kept that. Alright. So everyone's been making memes and making fun of the Regigigas. And honestly, same. Like, it literally looks like a little kid drew it, and I mean, but again, it's a beta design, so like you gotta understand that obviously it's not gonna be as good as the ones coming in. But this is still funny to make fun of. Like, I'm glad they gave it work, especially his back sprite. He's supposed to be like 6 foot or something. Like, he's a very tall Pokemon. I don't know how tall, I forget, but he's really tall. 6 foot is way too short. But all you can see is his dome. So, like, I'm glad they did the back sprite, and I'm glad they touched them up. But in reality, it is all there. It just looks like a 6-year-old drew it. But in reality, it's still Reggie. This one, I've looked at this one for so long. So I keep hearing people say this is Arceus, and I hear other people say this is Giratina. I honestly think it's Giratina because Arceus will be later. And this one confuses me. First off, I don't know why it has a ball sack on its face. It reminds me of like a Rick and Morty character. 2, it has 3 legs on the side, and like it has 3 dots, like circle things that look like it's supposed to be the 3 legs. But then on the other side, you can only see 2, and it makes me think, is that third leg supposed to be in the back? It's just drawn weird, or like what? And it it really confuses me. Either way, it has more leg. It has an uneven amount of legs because there's 3 in the front, and then you can see 2 in the back. So like, why does it have an uneven amount of legs? And judging by like the wings and the little like dash on its foot, I imagine that it's supposed to be like really fast and maybe even supposed to represent like a speed god or something like that. And I really wonder if they later use this idea for the alternate form of like Landorus or whoever has that like dog form I'm gonna put on the screen. But yeah, this is a very funny one too. I I'm glad he didn't make it anywhere near the game. Again, this I hear people say this is Arceus, and I hear people say this is Giratina. I lean more on Giratina. Um, but yeah, I don't. This thing confuses me. It's the ball sack really gets to me. I don't know what this thing was supposed to be, what it was gonna be. I'm glad it didn't be. Okay, Cresselia, iPhone, Manaphy. Have you guys ever seen those memes of like the shaven Pokemon? I feel like this is shaven Darkrai. Like it's Darkrai just without his clothes on, basically. Like if he took off all his like edgy clothes, I feel like this is what's underneath. I saw actually there was a release in Japan for a game about Darkrai, like the game was, I think, and it had Darkrai's V or Z thing that he has on his face in the game, like title, and a lot of people are like, oh, they made it that design 'cause they were originally gonna go with this Darkrai. Um, and honestly, I mean, again, if they put more detail into this design, it would have been a fine design. I love Darkrai. I love his design at the moment. Um, but again, if they gave this one more detail, this could have passed too. Sanic. This is Sanic. Like, it's just, again, it's basically what we have now with Shaman, just less detail. There's less design into it.
No, no, no,
Please, no! No!
Oh shit!
Oh no! What the fuck is this? What the fuck? This is our guy. This is our god. Oh man, this is Arceus apparently. Um, I mean, I've seen pictures of him, and like the stance that Arceus is doing, like the pictures of Arceus next to this thing, the stance that Arceus does in most of the pictures you see of him, where he has his one leg up, it shows that they were actually trying to stick to this design too, because like if you were to layer them on top of each other, the legs match up and stuff. And I guess they start from the bottom up because there's no way you could save it from there. But I mean, I don't even get what this. It's just a blob. Like, is that what they were trying to do? Is just a misshapen like darkness? Because I kind of feel like that's what they were going for. Because when you see Garatina in the game, all you see is the darkness in the eyes before you like actually see Garatina. So I feel like that's what they were trying to do. Is kind of have this. I feel like they were trying to leave Arceus a mystery of what he actually was, and they're going to make a like shadowy type creature, something that you can't really see be the sprite for him, and you probably weren't even going to be able to catch him. Like stuff like that is what I feel like they were going for, but then they just said no. Or I'm just really out on the left field, and this was just some stupid design they threw at him because they felt lazy or didn't have time. The back sprite actually gives it a little bit more detail. You can kind of see what they were doing with the back sprite. Like you can kind of see how this was supposed to be kind of a leg. This was maybe like flowing hair, the face, eye, and then like design. Um, but it's shitty all around. And I'm glad this was very heavily touched upon. Like I don't like Arceus design now. I'm not a huge Arceus design fan. Um, or Arceus, as I think it's actually pronounced. I'm not a huge Arceus fan. of his design. I think they could have done a lot better with the God of Pokemon. But hey, you know what? It's better than this. After seeing this, I more than love his design. Alright, is that the last one? Alright, Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur just thrown in there. Okay.